Now next, the degree of closeness of the measured value of a certain quantity with its true value. Now actually we are having the two terms over here. We are calling this part as accuracy and precision. Accuracy and precision. If you are taking these two values, accuracy. Now what is the meaning of accuracy? Means the degree of closeness whenever we are comparing with the true value, we are calling it as what? Accuracy. If you are taking the degree of closeness of the value with each other, with one another, one value, another value, one value, another value. So with one another, if you are checking the degree of closeness, then we are calling it as what? Precision. Okay. So over here directly true value is given, means then we can go with what? Accuracy. First option is correct. Limit gauges are used to. Now what is the meaning of limit gauges? Means actually limit gauges are used for checking the dimensions of the manufactured component. After manufacturing the parts, whatever the manufactured parts we are having, for that, for checking the dimensions, we are using the limit gauges over here. But limit gauges, it is not used for identifying the accurate dimension what we are having. What it is, 10 mm, 5 mm, 6 mm, 7 mm, we can't identify that part. We are having some gauges. With the help of that gauges, is it lying in that limits or not, only we can check that part. Go gauges, not go gauges, like that we will be having now. So it is used for only if you are having some manufactured component, means it is used for this gauge, this component, it is lying under that limits or not, only for checking that category we are using the limit gauges over here. So which option will be correct? Measuring the flatness wrong, measuring the exact size wrong, check if the component dimension within the permissible limit, measure surface roughness again. So check if the component dimension it is lying within the permissible limit or not, means only for checking this purposes we are using the limit gauges over here. Option 3 is correct. Now the surface roughness can be measured with, what are the options we are having? Talisurf, sigma comparator, autocollimator, sine bar. Okay. Now autocollimator what we are having means it is actually used for flatness errors. It is used for what? Flatness. And the surface comparator, it is checking for the dimensions of the work pieces. And the sine bar, it is used for what? Measuring the angles accurately. Then what is left over here? Surface roughness means what we are taking? Talisurf. Option 1 is correct. Now the tolerances of the dimensions 55 plus or minus 0.02, 40 plus 0.02, 40 minus 0.03. Now listen here, how to calculate this part. So if you are taking 55 plus or minus plus 0.02 minus 0.02, this part we are having, and another we are having it as 40 plus 0.02 minus 0.03, this part we have taken. Now if you are taking plus, means what will happen? 55 plus 0.02, it is equals to 55.02. Now 55 minus 0.02 means it is equals to what? 54.98. Okay. Now next 40 plus 0.02 means it is equals to 40.02. If it is 40 minus 0.03 means it is equals to 39.97. Like this we have taken. So this we are calling it as upper limit, lower limit, upper limit, lower limit. So what we have to do now, if you want to find out the tolerance over here, for finding the tolerance, we have to do upper limit minus lower limit. If you are subtracting this, upper limit minus lower limit, it is equals to what? 0.04. Okay. Now next, upper limit means what? 40.02 minus 39.97, it is equals to 0.05. So one is 0.05, another is what? 0.04. Upper limit minus lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit. So which option will be correct now? 0.04, 0.05 means first option is correct. Now next, the straight portion of the surface on either side of the screw. Suppose if you are taking this screw over here, like this screw we are having. Okay, if you are taking like this screw. Now this part we are having now, we are calling this part as crust, and this part we are having now, we are calling this part as root, and from one crust to another crust we are calling this part as pitch, and this part we are calling it as a flank. Okay, this part we are calling it as what? A flank. So what we are having, the straight portion of the surface on either side of the screw, then we are calling it as what? A flank. Option 1 is correct. Now next, DASH is an application technology that uses computer software and machinery to facilitate, automate manufacturing process. Manufacturing process is given over here. We are having CAD, we are having CAM, we are having SIM. Okay, CAD we are having, computer aided design we are having, computer aided manufacturing we are having. So in this it is clearly given that for manufacturing processes means then we can go with what? CAM, computer aided manufacturing. If it was design given means then we have to go with CAD. Next, what happens to the labor workforce when FMS concept is used? If you are going with the FMS concept over here, then what we can say? FMS concept means we are taking this part as flexible manufacturing system. Suppose if you are taking this part as, whenever we are using flexible manufacturing system, if you are using over here, what will happen to the labor workforce means it will be decreases. Why the labor workforce is decreasing means because maximum the machines will be operating over there. Maximum machines are operating, machines are doing function over there. Labor workforce is what? Decreasing. Only very skilled operators will be there now, only they are performing the jobs, and remaining already the automatic machines what we are having, the machines will performing the operations over there. Okay, so what will happen whenever we are using the flexible manufacturing system, the labor workforce will be what? Decreases means option 2 is correct. Now several machine tools can be controlled by the central computer. We are having very simple concept over here. NC, CNC, DNC. NC means numerical control, CNC means computer numerical control, DNC means direct numerical control, and that direct numerical control, it can control many of the machine tools. That's why several machine tools can be controlled by the central computer means we are calling it as what? Direct numerical control machine tool. Okay, option 3 is correct. Now next, N001, G00, X0 7000, Y0 3000, M03, N1000, N002, Y0 6000. In this M03 represents. Now what is the meaning of M03? If you know the codes, G codes and M codes what we are having, directly we can give the answer over here. Okay. What is the meaning of M00? M00 means a program stop. Program stop. M01 what we are having? Optional program stop we are having. Now next, M02 end of the program. Now next, M03 spindle start clockwise. M04 spindle start counterclockwise. Then M05 spindle stop. So these are some of the I have written over here, M codes I have taken. What is the meaning of M03 we are having? M03 means spindle start clockwise. So which option will be correct now? Spindle start rotation. Clockwise, anti-clockwise is not given means directly we can go with option 2. Now next part, the study of motion without regard to forces is known as. Actually whenever we are discussing about the mechanics over here, the study of forces. Mechanics means what? Study of the forces. Of the bodies, whatever we are taking the bodies. Now that bodies, it will be of one is rigid body we are taking, and the second is deformable body, rigid body and deformable body. Okay. Now if you are taking this rigid body and deformable body, what we can take means one we are taking it as a rest position. What we are taking? One we are taking it as a rest position we have taken. Let us take that point of view. Suppose if you are taking the bodies, as rest, one is rest position and the another is motion position. If you are discussing about rest means we are calling it as what? A static. If you are discussing about motion means we are calling it as dynamic. In dynamic again we are having it as two types. One we are calling it as kinetics, and again one more we are calling it as kinematics. Now what is the meaning of kinetics means with forces. Kinematics means without forces. So over here also what is given now? The study of the motion without regard to the forces is known as kinematics. Kinematics means which option will be correct? Third option is correct.
Hello and welcome everyone, this is Mohammad Inzamam from Sai Veda ECET Coaching Center Koti, Hyderabad. In this video we are going to be talking about TS ECET 2023 paper. Okay, the subject is thermodynamics and application of thermodynamics, HPE. So first of all let's start with the thermodynamics. In polytropic process, PV to the power of n is equals to constant, n equal to 0, the process is termed as. Very simple question, already discussed in the classroom, video lecture lo kuda available untadi. I have given a graph there, given a graph. So what sort of graph? Let's try and understand this graph first. Okay. Observe, in this graph of pressure versus volume diagram, the pressure is remaining what? A constant. Constant pressure process, n value is equals to what? A 0. Whereas slope, n value is equals to infinity. This one is constant volume. So here volume is kept to what? A constant. Here pressure is kept to what? Constant. Pressure is kept to what? A constant. In between that we are having PV to the power of 1 is equals to constant. That means n value is equals to 1. PV is equals to constant. This process is called as isothermal process. What is it called as? Isothermal process. Next one is PV to the power of n is equals to constant, where 1 is lesser than n is lesser than gamma. This one is polytropic process. Polytropic process. And the last one is PV to the power of gamma is equals to constant, where n is equals to gamma. N is equals to gamma. This process is called as isentropic process. Isentropic process. Okay. In the basic physics thermodynamics also we have discussed the same concept. N value equal to 0, constant pressure. N value equal to infinity, constant volume. N value equal to 1, isothermal. N value equal to lying in between 1 and gamma, polytropic. N equal to gamma, isentropic process. So for isochoric, that is constant volume, n value is equals to infinity. Isothermal, n value is equals to 1. Adiabatic, n value is equals to gamma. Isobaric constant pressure, n value is equals to 0. Okay. So in the question he is asking about n value is equals to 0. That is, which one is the correct answer? Based on that diagram easily we can tell. Isobaric process. Isobaric ante enti? Pressure remaining constant. Isochoric ante enti? Volume remaining constant. Isothermal ante enti? Temperature remaining constant. Adiabatic ante enti? PV to the power of gamma is equals to constant. TV to the power of gamma minus 1 is equals to constant. Heat transfer is equals to 0 because it is a constant heat process. Heat is equals to constant. And that too it is a very fast process. Okay. See, observe and try to memorize this diagram, because from this diagram only the question has been given in the previous ESET examination question. Pause the video and note it down. Go for the next question. Internal combustion engine during the compression stroke. Compression work is negative. That means compression. Expansion is positive, compression is negative. So compression work we are going to be taken as minus 100. Okay. The heat rejected is again what? Negative. Compression is what? Negative. So d dash q is equals to, heat transfer is equals to minus 50 kilojoules. Asked question is change in the internal energy. First law of thermodynamics, d dash q is equals to du plus d dash w. Very simple problem given, but sign conventions you need to take care of. Compression is negative, expansion is positive. Heat supply positive, heat rejection negative. So heat rejection minus 50, work of compression minus 100. du equal to 100 minus 50, 50 is the correct answer. Plus 50 is the correct answer. Chuskondi okasari. It's wrong. In this you need to memorize compression is negative. Compression is negative. Heat rejection is negative. Okay. Go for the next question. Pause the video, note it down and go for the next question. The heat required to raise the unit mass of solid or liquid through 1 degree Celsius is equals to, heat formula m into C into delta T. C is equals to heat required to change the temperature by 1 degree Celsius for how much mass? Unit mass. Unit mass means mass. If m is equals to 1, change in temperature is equals to 1, then heat is equals to specific heat. That's what the asked question there. The heat required to raise the mass, raise unit mass, that means m value is equals to 1. Solid liquid through 1 degree temperature change, that means delta T is equals to 1. Okay. If m is equals to m is equals to 1, change in temperature equal to 1, that means that heat is what? C and specific heat and both are same. Standard definition of specific heat, guys. What is the correct answer there? Specific heat. Okay, చూసుకోండి ఒకసారి. Pause the video, note it down, go for the next question. Internal energy of a perfect gas is a function of, this law is called as Joule's law. Joule's law. Very, very, very important question. Number of times previous ESET asked the question. ESET physics, heat and thermodynamics, you can see this question 3-4 times. Physics lo aithe baga adigin, that too in thermal engineering also this is a standard one, that is internal energy is a function of what? Temperature. Internal energy increases with increase in temperature. Internal energy decreases with decrease in temperature. Change in internal energy directly proportional to change in temperature. Change in proportionality sign con, you need to put a constant CV. CV is equals to du divided by dt. Similarly, inko formula untadi CP. CP is equals to change in enthalpy by change in temperature. For now, internal energy is a function of temperature. This was given by which law? Joule's law. Formula వరకు explain చేసిన, కానీ ఈ సెట్ లో వచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్ వాట్? బేసిక్ స్టాండర్డ్ గైస్. డైరెక్ట్ లా అడిగింది అంతే. లా బేస్ చేసుకొని ఫార్ములా బేస్ చేసుకొని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కూడా చేసినాం మనం. సో దిస్ ఇస్ వెరీ సింపుల్ క్వశ్చన్ గైస్. ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ ఇస్ అ ఫంక్షన్ ఆఫ్ డాష్ టెంపరేచర్. విచ్ లా ఇట్ ఇస్? జౌల్స్ లా. ఓకే, చూసుకోండి ఒకసారి. జౌల్స్ లా. Dalton's law talks about what? Partial pressure. That is total pressure is equals to sum of pressures, sum of partial pressures, where volume and temperature will be remaining what? Same. Avogadro's law, when different volumes, when same different ideal gases are taken at same pressure, volume and temperature, then number of moles are also what? Equal. Gay-Lussac's law, volume is remaining constant. Gay-Lussac's law talks about volume is remaining constant. Okay, go for the next question. The first stage in the formation of coal is qualification. First one is what? Peat, lignite, peat, lignite, peat, lignite, bituminous, anthracite. Anthracite. Wood, peat, lignite, bituminous, anthracite. Okay, so what is the first one? Peat. This is what we need to memorize. In the formation of coal, we are having this question. Coal is going to be converting into anthracite by undergoing qualification process. First one is what? Peat. Go for the next one. Stoichiometric mixture. Already given in the gunshot bits also this question. Last, before 1 month itself, we have given the 100 gunshot bits of thermal and thermodynamics. In that this question is there. Chemically correct ratio. Chemically correct ratio. Value also I have given there, 15:1. Here asked question is stoichiometric ratio is also called as chemically correct ratio. That is just sufficient for oxygen for complete combustion. This is the correct answer. Okay, 15 parts of air, 1 part of fuel. That means no air means what? This is wrong. Deficiency of air, wrong, because chemically correct ratio it is. So deficiency does not have, excess does not have. Excess kaadu, deficiency kaadu, no air kaadu. What is the correct answer? Just sufficient. The energy liberated by complete oxidation, that means complete combustion of unit mass or volume of fuel is called as calorific value. Is called as what? Calorific value. Fuel ni, petrol ni, diesel ni, coal ni 1 unit mass తీసుకొని మనం బర్న్ చేస్తే ఎంత హీట్ అయితే లిబరేట్ అవుతుందో ఆ హీట్ ని ఏమనాలి? calorific value అనాలి. Including mass or moisture absorbed in it, higher calorific value. Excluding that, lower calorific value. Okay, go for the next question. An Otto cycle consists of, okay, 2 adiabatic, 2 isobaric. It's going to be like this. Okay, 2 adiabatic process, 2 constant pressure. This one is Joule cycle. Joule cycle. 2 adiabatic, 2 polytropic, does not have any cycle like this. 2 adiabatic, 2 isothermal. 2 adiabatic and 2 isothermal. Isothermal and adiabatic. Temperature versus entropy diagram. 2 isothermal, 2 adiabatic. This is Carnot cycle. Carnot cycle. Temperature constant, heat supply, temperature constant, heat rejection, entropy constant, entropy constant. This is Carnot cycle. 2 adiabatic, 2 isochoric. Constant volume, constant volume. This cycle is this cycle? Otto cycle. In the cycle chapter in detail I have given here guys. Number of cycles: Otto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle, Rankine cycle, Stirling cycle, Ericsson cycle, Carnot cycle, dual combustion cycle, Lenoir cycle. Okay, all the cycles which are there in thermal at one place. Air standard cycles chapter first video itself we have discussed that. Okay, as far as I remember. Okay, so Otto cycle is the correct answer for this question. Very easy paper, very easy question. A Carnot engine works in between. Gunshot bits lo Carnot engine మీద మనం డిస్కస్ చేసాం. ఓకే, Carnot engine కి ఫార్ములా efficiency is equals to okay heat transfer T1 minus T2 divided by T1, that is equals to work done divided by heat supply. Okay, or it can be also be written as 1 minus T2 divided by T1. 1 minus, what is the T2 value? Lower temperature is 27 plus 273, 300. Higher temperature 227 plus 273, that is 500 I guess. 500 minus 300, 200, 200 divided by 500. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. What is the efficiency value? 2 by 5. Efficiency is equals to 2 by 5. Efficiency is equals to work done divided by heat supply. So 2 by 5 is equals to work done is given as how much? 120 kilojoule. 120 divided by heat supply. 2 1s are 2, 6s are 6 5s are 30. Heat supplied is equals to 300. చూసుకోండి ఒకసారి, 300 is the correct answer. Very important formula. Efficiency is equals to T1 minus T2 by T1 in terms of work done divided by heat supply. Temperature లో రాయొచ్చు, work done by heat supply కూడా రాయొచ్చు. When given question is what? Carnot. Carnot is a temperature, work done రెండు రాయొచ్చు. Go for the next question. In a 4-stroke cycle engine, 4-stroke cycle की valve timing diagram observe here. Valve timing. Why I am giving the valve timing diagram, with which you can understand it easily. This is top dead center, this is bottom dead center. Okay, this one is called as suction, this one is called as compression. At the end of the compression you will be getting here what? Ignition. Power stroke, this is called as expansion. Expansion stroke, power stroke. And the last one is exhaust. This is 4-stroke. In a 4-stroke, how many revolutions are you able to see here? 1 revolution, 2 revolution. That means 4-stroke is going to be having 2 revolutions. And how many power stroke will be there in 2 revolution? 1 power stroke will be there. So what is the correct answer? 1 power stroke, 2 revolutions of crankshaft. This is the correct answer. If you know about the valve timing diagram, easily you can identify this option. 1 power stroke, 4 strokes, 2 revolutions you are going to have, okay, with 1 power stroke. Go for the next question.